ahodo se na be yo mutimi tu afoma gudie wo kro bi so anase baabi no saa tumi na wode mom no be ma ho kwan se na be ya kroma no nso ebenya so mfa so san so mu krom na yetu sa afoma gudie no ede afri na mampani ekasa ewo ministerial executive leadership program bi so ewo adan no na mampani etremu se ya ahoho a omo ewo companies a wo etu afoma gudie wo Ghana ha no ye mpamu obi ase obi ankon nemmom ye be matimamufo no so anase wo manfo no so tumi na bia yetu afoma gudie no wo nso enya so mfaso na abo mamu ni ehina wakasa eto aso etremu se sa wo hwe nkura hodo yetu afoma gudie sa pra ni hina atmu se mpunto ncha da nkoso sa obekọ pro bi so yetu afoma gudie pa so mu ni school dan ebi kra ni ayaresabe o makwan kra de se kun akwan ni nye kra kra fa so a enya de se etimi eyeye eno na wo kyeremu se kra de bia yetu afoma gudie wo so a ade ati ade se hina yetu afoma gudie ne de ko na empuntu apo amotisa de sabe Joshua ba akokọ de enya de se ebetimi aboa eno so nti na wode san hyehye no eba se ne be ya ohina bubuo ne mputu a eni sa kro no so no eso ebetimi etwa mampani to aso etiemu se Ghana ha still na kro bi oha ye hia school dan bebre ye hia ayaresabia na kwan nso bi oha e wo se ye bo ase ne yesiesi wose sa niam wa hina na nka wo se ye ne dadada nso yantimi ayanti abra na so se wo se ye sa de ne hina afen so da man ya ehye goldfields nsanka danse wo mo se enka wo mo eba betumo ne hina no ne hina abane se ne hina no oguso aye hye se na be ya adwuma no wo betimi aye ne kama na aban no ene adwuma ekuo no wo mo akokasubom a eno afe baako aban no ani bedi sa adwuma de ne kire no so atumi anya tumi ewa fama gude no mutu no emu na de mampani eka hina ne se wo pese ba bi etu afama gudie bia no wo manfo anase Ghana fo ati wo no wo mo so enya so emfaso.
We had colonial masters, we had no say, and so they mined the gold, they took it away, they developed the palm plantations, took the palm oil away, they took the diamonds away, took everything away. And when we gained independence, Nkrumah warned us and said colonialism might have been defeated, but we're entering the era of neo-colonialism. They don't need to bring a governor to sit here, but they still would, from wherever the colonial headquarters is at, control your resources and be able to still derive the benefits as if they had colonized you. And that exactly is happening. Post-colonialism, we didn't have technology, we didn't have capital, we didn't have the human resource. And so foreign companies come and take huge concessions and they sign it off for a pittance. And they run those, concessions to the benefits of the colonial metropolis. Today, I think that in Africa, we've developed a core of human resource that is capable of also taking advantage of some of these resources. We've developed the technology. We have the technology to be able to do whatever any of these big conglomerates are doing. And the capital is available in the world to mobilize, to be able to do the same things. And that is why recently we had a little issue which we have resolved with one of our mining companies whose lease had expired after 30 years. And it was our desire to take it over and use Ghanaian expertise to be able to also exploit that resource and let the benefits remain in our country. Happily, we reached an amicable resolution to work together to transition that mine into Ghanaian ownership. But it leads me to what my thoughts are, that we must have an indigenization program for taking control of some of our natural resources. And anytime, we're not going to expropriate anybody's concession or anything, but anytime a lease comes up for renewal, we would want to negotiate to see that there's more Ghanaian participation, indigenous Ghanaian participation.
Ghana Mampeni John Dramani Mahama ne ena yete no.
Yantwa kasebono eso na oswafo a wo hye oman yapobdi ansam so aye onyamfo Kwabena Minta Akando ana enei wode adesrade ene atopa ma aye adokotafo mpanimfo ene aye apomdi adwumayefo ya womo ewo Tamale Teaching Hospital nyina asa etua wonom atie no aye yie wonom emfa womo ebibia ento nchembufo nyina wamu enjemu nanka wamu entimi ensa emre juma na enenum ho ana chief executive officer Penipa ya wono oda Tamale Teaching Hospital ano Dr. Atika Adams na enche bia ana waswafoi wakati Dr. Isenka wonkotene fie kakra esa se wo hwe ensema wodo bia ekoso esene wosifa etoto enioma yie ene esene wosi atopomdin no asaram ye no enam soma omanfo etai fifiri mu awayeresabia hono a na kyeresa edoso eniti wose Dr. ese wonkotene fie kakra na esa pamo Dr. ejina ebra oswafo yi ekobo anan awo Tamale Teaching Hospital a wode nani eto fom ehwe sade enioma esi ekro anche ana wode krata betudwa ese Dr. Pani ya oda nui wonkotena fie na onfa enioma nyina ngu fom na enye nsema wodo bi nhwemu na oswafo wakasa ana wache Dr. fo na se wobo wonom amane ese nsema wodo bi a wom agina so a wonom ede ate atua no enya ade se wobu na sumu nua kra wobehwe na wasiesi sansem nyina na sabre de wonom timi enyina enkanem tutun krane ananye asem bia so ne kana bontinti womfa mo aye atuate a womate no womfa ntonchei na womonsan mre dwuma ne mre semu no wonom metena se womasi sansem no nkonya.
I am prepared for us to come around the table and discuss whatever we need to discuss. And so my humble appeal to my wonderful medical doctors and health professionals at Tamale Teaching Hospital is that I am the first person to take care of your interests. Therefore, let's call off the strike and let's all regroup and strategize going forward. There are some of the things we can easily do with our internally generated funds. Please, let's confront the issues out there. It is just not sustainable for government to keep donating equipment to health facilities, and at the end of the day, when the equipment are obsolete, we run back to government for money to either maintain or to replace this equipment. Once at least, even if we are not charging the requisite fees, we generate something small out of these machines.
Nipete nkai aye omai apobode swafo aye wanyamfo kwabena minta akando.
person ebe asam no ebetimi akoye ede ama womo na the Ghana Bar Association for eka ehina ne se womo ehwe ni mu se womo ti asam no so womo eka no womo ebegina Ghana ya mamra no so ya article 146+6 ne +10 no so na womo timi egina asam no so aka ne ye se na be ya enkofa ha obia enfa masansa asam se ne esiti ne tisi ano ewo mnanimfo nsam a obia timi enfa na nom enkoto bia de se mnanimfo no ayo madwuma de no awie no mo so de wo mo gidie ne arehwemu se obi bia wote asam no so a woka asam de bia no Ghana ya mamra na ho hyehyɛ ne mra no wo mbefa so de super person na be ya asam die no ebetimi akoso ye afa ekuo no se wo mo sere wo mo ka bia wo mo ne obi bia se wo mo hwɛ na article 296 no eye Ghana Constitution 1990 Constitution no wo mbegina so no maka asam ne ye se na be ya obi aho ebetimi ato no do mo ka nyina ne se one person attention ni eye adwuma san se semra no ebe ye adwuma ejina Ghana fo nche ne mom ajeje fo so na etimi se gina ye ne nyina no so no Chief Justice so na edi mu ntintima ye no nti no mo sere se bibia mo hwe se attention ni ebe ye adwuma nanso so Mrashe bedwani yo o otafo about 1 person so ononyamfo Vincent Ekwasefua wɔno nso filing notice of motion a wɔde akɔma Supreme Court sɛ wɔbɛsrɛ Chief Justice wɔma suspending no saa suspension no wɔn nhwɛ na wɔn ntwam asɛm hu nti yɛkɔ ahoma no so na yɛni ononyafo Vincent ɛkɔ asefua akɔtwetwe nkɔmɔ ne abisa ne sɛ dan nti ɛna wafile saa motion ya saa suspension yi wɔpɛ sɛ yɛtwa so na sɛnea n'ani abere wɔpɛ sɛ saa suspension yɛtwa mu na maame no wɔsan bɛyɛ n'adwuma kɔpem sɛ yɛbɛka asɛm no awie no yɛbɔ mmɔmmɔden sɛ yɛbɛtumi ne ononyafo Vincent ɛkɔ asefua twetwe nkɔmɔ na yɛnsa enya nka ne nti wodeɛ yɛn nkɔmmra yɛba na yɛnsa ka na afei yɛne no atoa nkɔmmɔtwetwe no so.
Yansa anka onyamfo ina yetoa kasebo no so na otemuafo epani ya yebeyi no yi na no nanam so ma anopai kokoko dwumadie so ana the morning commander opusu ahoma ana woni lawyer Nana Yaw Osei ya woye private legal practitioner wone no ebon komo ana wobisa no eseso asemi ni gina bia ane sei ana lawyer Nana Yaw Osei wochemu ese senie omanfo binum esi eye asem no ese chinchina atwan chinchina da enya de ese betimi ayi otemuafo pani ede afi ho no no saa asem no emra bia ne wa kire se maame no yentimi enyino na emom ansa na ubeyi esa nipa bi a wonom etese no ose wo hyeda edo emra no musuko na upe bibi ejina so na wo hyeda hwehwe ne nneoma mu bia na ne nneoma bi a oye enne n'adwuma na woye no enhyeda mfa kwamu ba bia eno ese wo bibi saa no a na kire se watro krata efen petition na wo de akoma aban eno na aban beji saa krata no a wo de bekọ akoda mpanifo ebehwemu si ehwe na se wodi kro no asami wodi fa na bebia no koda yede ato odi bim so a bebia no koda no na yede ato na esede omanfo binom ejina ekire etoto abowa park so esede maami wotun betene yepe Ghana fo suma de etia maami etimi nsa no de bebia no a ya trust asa maami no yetimi ensa no enu nti yema kwan na emra entimi enya adwuma
na constitution na sha to ho se enya dia ubetimi sabe oyam ya oya ode na yino upi ho ansa na ubetimi yina fi ho constitution na emra no obia ya friend no article 146 emma konche sa agaji company for ni MCC for company for chairman deputies electoral commission try ubeyi no enya fusa ne mo enchete kuntimi yino dientia opese yi ni pani fi ho bonu ko ani pana ye emra kra ni pana bufuo e wo se ni nyina e wo kwa ta no e fan petition no enye bibia so keke na abetumi akin wo sa krata ni e be bo se ma mi ni benya kwanya na some ya ka tun shi nyina no wo yi anu yi na committee ni be ka se ye hye ma mi do ko mu emra bia so ana ehwe mu no eye anu we a wo ye no egum ka bi so enu nti on fa na dwuma nto na mo mta ye kama ko wi se e bi see that there is always a first time.
There is always a first time. Lawyer Nana Yaw Osei nene ana yete no.
Ayetiafo hinanim sem se adum blue light ahye emedadifo no na table no mde sisi wa omoniama no omachehye wo so omoton wo mo nso ewo abrusan ya hye no mebim kwatwa blocks ya de omahye asese wo mo ehye na enne yawe ahomache be donkodo mienu ho no na asrafo ne apolisifo ne bambofo bi baye na wo mode enchanse baji wo hina betwa wo hina hye se na baye dadifo nya kwae nkoduram enkoton ade na anopa dadifo ba anopa ni agi wo na kwankwa na baabi obetimi afasa wo kwakọ roma akoton ade emadwadifo no so bufu ipa kyerese wo mo se empanifo ammo mane so mba abegye sa abia no obi anka hwe ancho ma no ane se no mo kofi anopa mo ba beton ade mo ba ye agi wo hina atese kwankwa na baabi a ubetimi afaso awuremu enunto omo so de abufuo ebubu nchanse ne sese baabi ebowuremu koton made e kan okra bi mampanifo afre asrafo no so omo mra se na be ya asomdwe betimi aba na basabasa ye bia ensie edwadifo no na omo buafu pa ye omo ne hello kase atwetwe nkomo yentie nsem omo de to dwa no ebi
for the extra to me, to me, so extra to me, you better to me, the extra mommy and try account. And ready on your mind to take a look at the extra what's here. You're going to do what? Santa Matua, Santa Matua, I don't know what the moment. I just don't know your mom, I am it.
Adum blue light adwadifoɔ ne ɛna yɛteyɛ no.
Yankoya ni mwe na yenra arahusemi mu. Na wudru enkwanta south mesi ni mu a otimantama asam ana mekan. Ekroba ko ye frɛ no ebre wani ase. Na ho ana enuanu mayua mienu ya ba ko ne din ade apalu emefa. Wanya mfishia no edu enum. Ana Emmanuela ziwonu ono so anya mfishia no awote. Ema ye ni pabonifo bi akokum womo ede wonum egomo akasa emame efum. Na amanibo echire mu a eye madam apelu mausi ya wanya mfishia no aduasa ensu wono ana owudifo bi edi ni mamienu ewusa no. Wono akasa ana esuma ni mai efomu ese wonum enkope aduane na kanwumrei nanka wonum enie na wahye kwanya ni mai ama enam so mokoto se ni ma no yekum womo ede no egu efu ede wonum egu efom honomo na asabram ne wokasa de ya pagya nkwadan mienu wonum amu ede akọ Nkwanta South mensi no wo hospital kase honomo amu krabia ya ye insanmu enhwemu na yamane boni akwabranto ahoma ne so a wode insanmu nkyeremu pote wode ebreye yo kwabran
Yo, Penny Chessie, I said, Yem Penny, Amaya, Sia, the seven previous as I dear chick, not a yante as a fufla, you know, and I'm so amasi say, I will host them na SC, Ewubrewenia, a war and quantum na Nina, a shake utimantem assay. Nadina, and they say, and I'm said, no, a juada, nay, quantum na Nina, a shake utimantem assay. Nadina, and they say, and I'm said, Monday, Ecoba say a Nidia any Noma, a course so a Nkwanta Projamantino, ne Eswini, a secretary, so a course so a Bronia. Now, when a copiums and a ditch anymore a Benada. Mammy and the Dean, a day, mousy, Apalu, when you're in Fisher, at the Asa and soon. One ni ma emienu emefa apalu wenye mfishia edunum na Emmanuela de wono a wenye mfishia enwotwe omo ekọ omo afuom wogusu eye wona adwuma omo edudo omo ye de ese omo ya na amanfo no bi eba ho no meka ye nyina ene sei wodo eba omo asasim eniti ohwe no nti anokwa na se wonyai entisa ebi ekwan a omde ne befa so no nani enhyeda enye ho enti woni omo edi ahososo kakra na sini nyina no embraku a obuso eye adwuma no ono ankasa ne mei atwitwa enua bi edi kosi baabi a nkofo no ekire mu a ehye no akono no ekopem no enti omo edi sisi ho saa no omo eye adwuma ewie a kese omo ekofie anadwo beye no num na ekoba ase ochira enua na wode etisi wono eye ehia so de woni obi eche ehia enua no yemfansi wonem ye de tutu ano enti omo ye adufia na okai se wentutu enua no nemum enua no eda so etisi wo eni se beye dia eye ne ma emefa eni Emmanuel omo ntanko omo echi ewefuom ho na omunko tutu enua no na omu kotutu enua no se dembe ne bae se asembe ne bae enye mami twen kwade ya enkwada ya ma adicheni mu so wo ye dia se nkankwada beba eni onu ebo anamo ekopie mu ewafuom ho no okoya enkwada ohu obi a Emmanuel wo no emefa wo no enye wo tietie mu from no kai se eye ehia no so baabi mango bi esiwo na sese so de obepiem ewo enkwanta mensu a mango busu abusenti bi ankwada no ekwa akopɛ mango ni bi anaso mo kɔse sa mango ni bi ewo dua na ase ɛho so okopie mu a enye wo hu nkwada enye o de bra ema okopie mu ewo eye baby a friend say achim ewo be posesa ani nyina ewo asase ni so bi a tete ohwehwe ya won hu omo no baby ba ko a didi ede bakamba ehọ no kodwa atoa headman owo ho se oni ne ma abafuo mu a wasoma wo mo se omo meye bibi ema no nanso ankwada no ade atie ni mu ohun omo ene eye headman yi efre na safuma ene omo didawunta ene dede yo te se omo ekọ afayo anase omo ekọ eye die hunting bi ene omo tuyu ene omo kọ fifemu a omo enkohye eye bepo na si baabi donko baabi na enkwada mi nipa bonifuo bi eku omo edi omo agu ho enya so odi tuombo kra na bo omo ato odi dua pa na gya omo denche omo empo na akwada a enidi edi Emmanuel anediem na tikwa paye tete moda de ewiru na esuani ensaka kire omo nyina edida ebojem agu ho enya ntempa na enya omo ma brewani ase a police for asoche ya kete omo akwakosesa enkwada yi na nyamienum nukure ni sese edi suro kase aba beto eye brewani for so ni nyina ene sei omonti ne mpanyin samda ama ne nsensenso eye brewani ase ehene eye nanati de boko wura odamba ode ne panyin anasa ne ba ko ka no hum mekire nana obirikitidi amrado okodie a odi kan omo nyina ka wontiri abom se asema be omonti ne mpanyin samdenti no omo aduade sede eto mebu ene eye brewani ase fo nyina eni keturu eye ntebofo nyina enim se omo enwa bamba gilefo eye apolitifo na ehwehwemu bi ewa atemi no omo entumi nye se de ni pabonifo bi o chekire enam sunti enkwada mimu atwa na nan mo ewa ntie do no ensabetumi afo mu ama ebra atumi ene ne wonu adi nyonyonyonyom eni nti so mbetumi achi omu anase omu ntimi enchi omu de ebra ne nkrabia na betre na so mraku a eye dead media nsensoni yo kwabranto NTOW a miam so me yeso odofo ehini eye nana areal the third no hey mekoso adi tie de be piem bia no me de ho amanebo ebema hello etiefo de that's what etiefo nya enti na dia akwa kopiem nsen kwada mienu tie wasese wo mo mienu ni nyina aba be piem ewo eye enkwanta South Municipal Hospital mortuary a tie a police for every ehwehwemu ase
Yo, Kwabena, Evidence, any Wamanebo, Etiefo, and Ena, Yesampa, Yamaniboni, Kwabena to, Namania, Wadi, every in Quanta South, Mensini, Kroba, Kwefen, Ebrewaniase, Ya, Wade, Emaye, Enono.
Ya kwa enkranza ewabono East Mantamno emu na seme fro ba se businessman bi nipa bonifo bi agene kwa e de afri nsam ya kwa ahoma no so Augustine owusu wo ho wade nchemu ebre Augustine. Hello Augustine.
Madam, beba to mi tonka.
Yo Martin Pato se hu ye de.
Beba to nyame adom me ho ye na wo.
Me so me ho ye pa na businessman yi wo fri nkranza ho he no fri obo be pie kronim na nipa bonifo enso matimi akere wo mo ana.
Beba to businessman no de yentumi investigation about him because asem no police for him. But if you look at I'm the Ninchifi Accra. But and Kwanza Hayana was in Juma, one shepherd, or Becca said Hayano Yeden, Ofi, Sans Nipadona, or Mudidin and Sasso. Actually, police Vienna, or Modi communicating about Ibena detailed information about the issue. But case in acquire about land. I think Opoku asase ebi mo so kire asase no mo so mpene ma na nje so adwuma asase wato a ebi akọ de be ye ni project na okoso asem no kosi wo ho a ehun se ahwe ne kra asem na kodi apoti be ye na wotwintemu a ye de ewuso a ye twen ho de be kwa kosi.
Yo Augustine yate yadasi achine be fro wasem bi nso eba na wama yaso atse Augustine owusu edi amaneboy free enkranza bono East Mantam no mu ene baye na yensan kwa yeti kakra Chief Justice asem ya beto abantin a Unfortunately, any abasei, and no, and I'm not sure Jenny or Otafo, or the young for Vincent, as if our filing motion, and the Akoma Supreme Court to say, suspension or dear my Chief Justice in a 1 tree and saying, yeah, call a humanusoni and you on for Vincent, a call as if wa, aqua cotation como. Hello, Honorable. Me pacha we haba hello FM ye are no me nsaka sebui eso. Na Honorable Vincent. Yo yate yan so ye de so ha se bia wona hoboko.
So bia boko baby wo.
Yeah, that's it. Na yate se wa file motion ni na efa Chief Justice suspension ho. Na adenti na wa file sa motion say sa suspension ye suspending.
Me nyaba. Asam. Eja yenka bi shemu. Na Yehovah yete se President John Dramani Mahama de abatu dase. Obi de petitions bi di aba bedan. Na so Nti based on that petition no forwarded the Common Council of States, a Council of State Constitution. Na more advice no. Hona na who said there be o share constitution mo abi atia kakra. If you say next will be the BB better or president and no afford now the Common Council of State. It is as if the Council of State has nothing doing. And so any frivolous and petition be a own here biano. Not just a Council of State in the Cocamas. And to me, I'm not upon maybe share and maybe say. Petition we the now president now won't also share. Say Bibia the cano Latin was a prima facie. She say I didn't never down and one say Nipana ye can want some or was Musibia also be yano. And see that prima facie no has the president established that the president did not. And what they are some could nine a year council of state. The whole medical Supreme Court to say that procedure elected by the president of the Republic of Ghana. And for so into a year Supreme Court, a more has no family. A bill Anche Anna President now who said media dear no quite Supreme Court intino. And yes, idea Pamucham or the Katana a first Supreme your friend the Chief Justice home. I just call my Chief Justice Afedia, with the Katana bro. Your work can be a bones. I'm a Chief Justice and so no. Enti embremu no bi beka show say na de na me de kodan court no kra no say afi the president aya ani so oni asem bia bio na mum no ye mra pon no ne sa na che so obeka ya during President Rawlings time no GH Mensa the kids bi kodan a year Supreme Court to say aswafo that is ministers you almost from 1993 almost to aso e be ministers until 1996 no NDC4, that is President Rawlings, say we need NDC4, that is President Rawlings. Among converting and answer bra Parliament approve your mother. And the President Rawlings who says our case in all quarter and quickly or making sure say Parliament approve some ministers in bill. Now court no. That the Supreme Court at the time can say, yes, even though President Rawlings are here, dear, not GH Mensa, share free court. They will go ahead to listen and determine the matter because in future, no, no be a quiet day as a quiet side debut. And now, man, paying be as a quiet side debut. In the end, you may determine so that it will stay in the hands of any president in future who wants to go on that tangent. It is on that same principles. Anna, we shall say the matter at the coast. And Sana, Bibia to us, Bibia to us. I feel it. Your president said, Council of State for your consultations, and then why I say a year in camera no crampono, Matisse, you say NDC for communication officer, can content, no, to a petition on WhatsApp. I might be classy Council of State for a baby minimum, or Mokotuabano, a more out of 31, and I said, you're Sabako. Let's say, and you're trying to say, establish a prima facie against the chief of staff. And sorry, the chief assistant. Now, what's it for him? I feel Korea president and answer the Abase or no, pay Article 14610 of the Constitution. See, establish a prima facie. Oh, home coin. say obeyi and also be suspended chief justice no. And no yen can say president and secretary can say change na won you know. E wo mranu say wo pa obetie you know. Entina me hwe say na opani ade the we Ghana ye kebi mami kebi amamu afia from 1992 ababedu sambre. This is not the time for you to be seen to be touching the heads of independent institutions like the judiciary. Because to me, maybe understand it, maybe a judiciary ababedu no. And aka. I mean, let me say, and if I have to choose my words properly, the institution that is having a bit of a credibility. As some of executive your friend say legislature assemble or more the council media maye. I want to about the politicizing here about the same. And assembly this is the book massimas nana say to 2 or 2 for kamayu because the other institutions in I saying but now the na me say the president is suspending the dia and ye Madaruma because there is an instant application Anna a writ that I triggered at the Supreme Court by way of Article 2 and 130 of the 1992 Constitution. Pending the application of that suit, it is my belief, say, I was on Penina community as a answer. Community as a maybe I be draw, and son will be a white day. Why?
Now, honorable. Sir, my penny so sad discretion is assembly say obet me as suspended chief justice no. And no bonny na why am from so be an assem na kwanso na 120 na when ya beresan.
Emra kwanso no man penina mfa. And into America say your case be a friend the Moffat case. Sa case no Supreme Court enya abotre ka say application be and I say injunction be at the court. Na say yenyam bua yempo a sa application no ayede abeda court no ma ewo mu a applicant na hwehwe no any kwan say obi bia whether the parties in the matter and I say Ghana ni bi edokwa akoye bibi which will affect the petition and answer the content of the application in the court no and the man why are they affecting the content of the application that is already before the Supreme Court, which goes against the Moffat case. And that is why I am saying, the Supreme Court should quickly, because this is a matter of public importance, this is a matter that is affecting an arm of government, no mean arm of government than the judiciary. And Supreme Court within the next few days, constitute a panel. Now, now you baby. The fact that said the but me my dream in there. So suspension, no, I have suspended the chief justice. No, it is null and void. It is something that shouldn't have happened. The president should have taken his time. The president should have listened to legal and wise counsel from persons who believe say oh yes I know my way are. And what's the family so me aba yemra pon constitution no bibia na atwe wo Nemum no, your judge made law. Judges no so trasia. Baby and to one. Miaba, Yamra Pono, constitution, and maybe beyond the actual moon. Nemum no, your judge made to I have found His Excellency the President not following and no Supreme Court said Supreme Court no suspended suspension of the CCD no
and this year we use suspension if free wa side no akwa beto yem ewa kwan yo mo fa so edi asem no
the patuma come beto mi mpa because me am rani ni said the bear adachi bi no obi nso nkoye ade a sebi ebetieti ayemra pon no o say nsem wa ye kan na no me share that the content of the petition because you can't see the content of the petition mukradia sebi be chere wona wo say the kopa o be ho be kase na chief justice e be you be as a chief justice and as a head of the judiciary that what say say you do pa because any position kepa to so o man panini what say say you do pa because any position kepa and that's or can be I'm not saying my address and the person be you want to know because President Mahama even before say yes but or can the say judiciary I say I take up and you know about be a federal reset or very certain.
And that is all they said Niamano any nano politically motivated no day yet sa Niamano.
No true though because me am a supplementary affidavit I better go down Supreme Court me attach all those procedures and that's all those statements are His Excellency the President I can't say now dream policies CD Opoku just about 2 weeks ago. The current chairman of the NDC, I see didn't get here. I can't radio so CJ electoral commission. I can't resign. Only the NT of that's so at home. So clearly you can see say the party and its architecture as far as leadership is concerned have unanimously come to an agreement, come to a consensus. Say, sir, CJ will be Chief Justice of the Union Free. Opinion and say, President, they still uncle Mampanya Soye, Mustafa Gandhi, somewhere deputy director for the presidency. I can face CJ, electoral commission, the paying pool. And you can see that, and the other Excellency President Mahama, and then we are so, and you are drinking. And no see, and that is why we want the law courts to make sure say the right things are done so that we can protect the democracy, which has been the linchpin of our democracy since 1992. We have every responsibility to do so. Samada Ghana.
Yate, honorable that's a power in Chimuno so akoye that's say. Ono for Vincent Eko asifua mrashebedwani yo old tafo wono ene ne twetwe nsa enkomoyi.
Yanko yanimwe na Ghana Circular Economy Center na wamone United Nations Industrial Development Organization wonom edi ekasubom ane aya omanfo ahia ya wonom amamo entity ye ewo ekwane ebefa so edi enema wodo bia ya na yedidi dwuma ne awie na yetugo na so yebetimi asa de afa mfidie mu na yasa de aya de foforo ewo oman mu na adwumadie no ase ana business development coordinator owura Joseph Zoto ana wo kiremu esa new marketing no a de bia ya ye kan ho asem yebetimi recycle no yebetimi afa mfidie mu aya adwuma no ye kan asa de ye de yeblibi hwebuada na yejemu na so afa de wonom ebe sika bi ade ahyemukina na etimi aboa na sane marketing kete ti se bia bottles bia force ase entade bi kura ya sha ma na saye ane nyoma hodo bia yetimi di fanfidie mu a eyeye no ne nyina ye kabo mu a betimi di bi kura aye bag mobo ene nyoma hodo bebre ye no betimi aboa ye dada sitinem na sade sika aba oman mu.
So the project that we are currently embarking on, Ghana Circular Economy Center project, it is a project that is being implemented by United Nations Industrial Development Organization, but it is funded by Canada Chamber of Commerce, Global Affairs Canada. So the project has 3 value chains that it is targeting. Plastic value chain, which is being handled by University of Cape Coast. Agricultural value chain, that is being handled by Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. And then the textile value chain is being handled by the All Foundation. After we are all done with our work, the project will be hosted by the whole technical university. So when we talk about the circular economy, what we are saying simply is that in terms of textile, since that is the value chain that we are leading, in terms of textile, we are saying that we want to understand how we can map opportunities that help transition textile-related businesses.
Alright, Joseph Zoto, business development coordinator. Nene ana yete no.
Mabuno Krobia from Sekin on Development Foundation or more Ababeya doye at the Amade before Munyama Shea ever doom blue lights. Or more at the Ghana Sikano 10,000 Ghana cedis and on this cement and 50 bucks and so at the Akamo at the Ama one more. Na Nipo di Domna Nimi Ekasaya a immediate past National Union of Ghana Student President. I had Daniel Poncham, no, they are the said, dear, at abiding to a best enemy, ya one share. na wɔmɛsɔ adwadifo no ase na afei wɔmma adwadifo no kwan na ɔmo ankasa nsi dwa no deɛ aban no bɛtumi ayɛ ne so ɔbɛhyɛ ɔmo so na adwa no ɔmbɛsie no wɔmo ɛbɛsi ne kwampa so wɔse mmabunu bebree ne ma bebree na ɛhɔ ɛna ɔmo nye ɔmo adua no efiri nti so ɔmo pam ɔmo ɛbɛha adwene yie paa ɛnɛ galamsey kora na yɛsɛ yɛpɛ sɛ etu ase firi ɔman Ghana mu yi ɛno nti si ama ɔmo kwan ama ɔmo ansi dwa na wobɛhyɛ mu na bebree na asan akɔ na ɔmo kɔ akɔyɛ galamsey na yɛn nsuo ne yɛn nsa ase na ɛsɛ yɛ ɛno so nti na ɔmo de adesrɛde ɛto aban nim sɛ ɔmo sɛ aban ne paa ɔmo ɛmɛsɔ adwadifoɔ no asene.
Moyɛ ne ati yɛsɛ bɛtɛman ɛstati yɛ yɛn sɛ politicians ne amanyafoɔ no bebree na ne ba ɛbɛkasa bɛyɛ donation but yɛsɛ bɛyɛ mmabunu nka bɔ nkɔ a ɛwɔ ɔman mu na yɛntumi ntina wɔn so nyɛ nhwɛ ha na ɛsɛ ba na yɛbɛda biribi adi akyerɛ mu sɛ mmabunu a ɛwɔ ɔman mu yɛn nso yɛdwene yɛ maame ne yɛ papa no mu a ɛna ɔmo di dwa wɔ ha adwuma a yɛma yɛ maame ne yɛ papa no mu sika ɛde hwɛ yɛn school fees yɛbɛhwɛ na biribiara ayɛ basaa nti ɛbɔ mu kuo yɛakɔyɛ mmabunu a yɛnso yɛwɔ ɔman mu ne yɛka yɛ nyinaa yɛn bom sɛ daabi ɛna yɛnso yɛse mpoa ne yɛtɛku a yɛbɛnya no yɛkeka bom yɛde abɛboa because mpɛn pii mmerɛ bi atwam yɛkɔ sukuu sika ɛsu na haya ne yɛtɔ mpaboa haya ne yɛtɔ nta nti ɛnɛ sɛ gya bi atɔ ha ɛne kwan sɛ yɛ amanyafoɔ no nko a yɛso mmabunu no a na mbɛ bi atwam yɛtɔ mpaboa wɔ ha no na ɛsɛ yɛso yɛba ɛwɔ ha yɛba abɛyɛ mo mmoa ma yɛne na momɔ 12.5 million asukufoɔ a ɔman mu nyinaa nka mo nkuo ɛna ɛna yɛhyɛ wɔ ha nti ɛna ɛsi abɛto bi sɛ yɛbɛsɛ yɛhyɛ mo nkuo a ɛsɛ sɛ biribiara ne a yɛne mo gyina mu from asɛseɛ to awie yɛkeka yɛn nsa aforo buom kakra na ɛna me ne wo kasa yi mmabunu kuo yi yɛdonate 50 bags of cement yɛwie yɛkɔ yɛ mmabunu na sika a mode hyɛ yɛn kakra wɔ sukuu mu yɛti kakra tutu hɔ yɛkeka bɔ mu ɛsie yɛnyɛ sika 10,000 Ghana cedis.
Owura Daniel Oponkyeremene ɛna yɛte yɛn ba bɛ aduru yɛde ɔmanfoɔ adwenkyerɛ no ɛtoa so ɛde ama mo dwuma wanya kakra.
Manya kakra na ko mensa apela 2 ana wɔse JDM na researching ya ɔde abai ana akwayɛ nsɛm bebree ana fa ha sene ha na we sɔre fa ha ana ma we ntina ha ɔso we deɛ ɛnyɛ researching crowd ya wɔbɔ manfo asum agye wɔn nyapade afiri wɔn mo nsɛm na ɔde nkyia ɛma ha gyia Safia Mohammed, incoming MPP National Women's Organizer, face so watchia Honorable Prince of Brain and Crime War, Regional MPP Organizer, Gomesa Plateau, Nidia Enono.
Dina Penamai Edifree and Yem no deba and was his uncle for Muku and Mam Yenuno, or my dear crow. Na Diomaye dear Denya and Yankopon no more Eubika.
Na teacher constitution Edifree we are more say. And was say, Oswafo a wɔhyɛ pom di wɔsɛm so nonyafo ekwabena minta akando was say yaka obi a wonye serious abapai wonye serious kra o na ensɛm ahodoa na ɛkɔ so tamale teaching hospital wɔ deɛ wo ahunu ansiesie na CEO a wopam no ana ɛyɛ ɛde baadea was say wɔkyea ononyafo ɛyɛ ekoka ɛne ononyafo Mavis nkansa bodu
Baraski the free asisiriwa no de eba no se NDC fo ayeye da bia mo ba aban mu abuga sa na mo hu ankofo ebu omo ni adeade wo se de ase wadum blue light ye wo se kemi no ene blue light de fo na tena se no mo ka asem ye no obi ate ne ho ase
ene anani ekonsu the free anani free konsu ko adwo krom ana wo se NDC fo Madi Ghana for Shamapa, the Hello News there, emu a bruta, or the no asamu.
I will be a fatwas.
I could say a taxi driver, or say in fact, I are awesome, obi aquatic day, and cried dear few women some more than a Panamasa, one also a dear war, I won't koda, ya to mukra a day every one and some more. Most wood, Kumasi Batsman, or no so didn't dear ever. Na was say sa CJ Winston semi enya aye a party biasam yema kwan na emra NC enye nadwuma we say akwese wade no makan abena
and yes I do man for dwinche no si ha ye das ye na se na enko
Oscar Boutique de entade pa aba entade a ehweredi a eka asam ade kire woko program atade a hye na ye hye so ade ma wo akonya ade etena so enu ntina me se ese wo pe atade pa asha ye beko Oscar Boutique aso ye na ko pentade pa ade efram de ye entade afi UK USA Italy Germany Spain and Turkey ye wokwada entade mpani ene aya meka say emema ye nyini ene emanso ye nyini ye nyina ye entade a ho no afi a shirt ene a jeans trousers with the suit lace ni nyina ye will be afi wedding dress ahodo tintin tietia afi perfumes ene pasotama ahodo ene bomo ia no efe pa ni nyina will be kwa afi ema ye bag ye kra ene purses ya efa gidini afi makeup case na ebuso enkwada nuane a wonum edie wardrobe ene enkwada aka ya motenam edidi agro bag ya enkwada ni pani ya de tu kwa nyina ye will be Oscar Boutique ya so ye wadum pempe the second street ye ne ahojo sokoban church station ni dia nhwe afei edum kro ya ye ne first Atlantic Bank and wadan Cornwall mu edum ya Bentacrodian Brothers yemfre 0559 539564 0559 539564.
Vedank Healthcare wamo aye liver and kidney specialist hospital. Notice base fatty liver neteti wanya kidney stones be gallbladder stones and gallbladder inflammation, prostate enlargement and hypertension, UTI and hepatitis B and C and diabetes. Ya die do nya no fakọ Vedank Healthcare na enre dia free India ba no yen fanka na yen to ase emfama wo. Wamo kumase 100 aban sokoban je for school junction no so 0502230999 0502230999.
Yadia edi unyano when himself will last stop aya abotre clinic for akopressa kwan onsano ene onano amiemi aso ana abotre clinic for esa efa yede esa yede say stroke ana moja bruso si yade ojo system de nkoyi usana watachema akoma ana yade aba ho wo ba ne bebe yina ye pa wo chikase aye oya no udimafo no kamafo no last stop eye abotre clinic for sanse so munya abotre ma so nya abotre na emiemi onsano ene onano ede emawa moja bia adan agitwi fire de no so ema oso timinya afa hodie obi afa poma enra abotre clinic san fa mpieti ye nyina atodi se ye de nyina last stop ene abotre clinic ankai ejono echi na kwan ewo Tabora 6 o megwa filling station no tema eye afie nyamata heko ECG kuma se abotre clinic ewo Santase Franchine bra ebe fro 0247904473 0247904473.
Kasiabono esi yesamufo ayowura Kenneth Obain the master planner na bedi eche Prince Kwadwo Buadu Otubuosie afe Nana Jomo Mavis Frempong Mavis Asare ene ana omuhina bebo ye chidom social media de eye Kwame Woda Adaroma yenso amoti yenka kinkemu eyeme abena ejapoma amene
Nana Jomo
yada muhina se emamomo enitie boy shaker watina se wode ekwanso brebredwumadie no etwaso
Stronger brand you can trust. Polytank, we get some more and get some more super. And the Polytank, we get Polytank, always the best.